So I'm doing this video, yes, as you can see from the bed. I'm getting up though, and I want to talk to you about time, manifestation, and abundance. Now, right now, I am in Miami. Yes, over there, far over there, is the water. I can walk to it. I can see it. I can touch it. I can smell it. I just paid for me and AM1's room. And I want people to understand that I've been making videos in my car. I've been consulting people. I've been starting side businesses and trying my best to build the best companies possible. And like Alex Becker, I realize people that build really beautiful businesses don't actually have a ton of time to do social media and make it perfect and make it glorious and make it beautiful without other people. Now, first thing you're gonna say was, Erica, like, you started this journey, why don't you just upgrade and get staff and do all these things? And these things are true. What's in your alignment? The alignment in my future is more focus on family, more growing better, solid businesses that have great staff, great communication, great opportunities for people to come work with us. And that's the future. But I just want to let you guys understand that just because you start off working your butt off in 2 jobs, don't quit. I see everybody on the internet talking about 2 jobs are for 2 people. Let me tell you something. If you're about to be homeless, don't let these internet gurus have you lost. Yes, your alignment in your future is to work 1 job, 1 high-paying job, but don't close the door on opportunity. Because when you get really busy, you know what you do not like and what you do like. I learned what I liked and what I did not like when I was working hard. And I'm not saying that's for everybody. I'm not saying, but a lot of people think they're going to sit down in their room and they're going to think their way to a new life. And there has to be some action. The more action you take, the more you can go right or left and what is presented to you. I hope that makes sense to you guys. But a lot of times we're sitting here, well, I'm going to sit here and think on it. I'm going to watch Netflix for hours. I'm so stressed out about my job. But they're not taking any action. They're not reading any books. They're not studying any courses. And I want to be very clear. You can read all the books you want, but at some point, you have to apply action to what you're reading. Okay? So I know I'm on the series kick here about abundance and how your life can change through abundance. But I want you to understand it's important to not overlook the journey. What is in your long-term alignment? Right? I knew my long-term future wasn't being a property manager, wearing clothes I didn't like, weren't comfortable in, laughing at people's terrible, crappy jokes, just so I could fit in with those ladies and not lose my job. The stress every day of coming to work and make sure my hair wasn't too big, because almost every job I've been at, they're like, oh man, your hair is real big today. Honey, this is how it grows out of my head. I couldn't live with that type of stress every day. Part of the reason why my parents were like, why don't you go to the military? Imagine forcing your hair down every day, forcing yourself to conform to others around you. It was not for me. Now, when I was working at the apartment management job, and then I was delivering pizzas at night, the more I was in that car, and I'm listening to motivational tapes, and I'm running around in 100-degree heat, outside, going to people's houses, one dog bit me. It was like a little Chihuahua dog bit me. I was like, oh, baby. We've got to elevate. And before you knew it, I'm reading books, I'm reading tapes. I started going and looking over the billings of the painting company. And I was like, let me ask him a question. Let me reach out and ask, hey man, can I take you to lunch? Yes. And before you know it, I was able to form a business with my friend, Andrew Bryant, out of Austin, Texas. I was able to grow that business and eventually sell off my part of it. And he went into fencing and other construction projects. And I was able to do other projects and focus more on YouTube. I was able to talk to more people on the phone, help them pinpoint where they need to pivot and change. I was creating books and courses. I also had side online business. I was blogging. I was writing. I was consulting. Because once you start taking massive action, you can see the forest for the trees. You can see that most people wait for something to show up at their door and sit in their lap. I kid you not. You ever talk to people when they say, I just decided to get up and do something? That's the people who usually take massive action. Even when you hear about people dating or relationships, they're sitting over there just looking at the girl of their dreams and they're not doing anything. And finally they're like, I'm going to get up and I'm going to talk to her. I'm going to get up and talk to that woman. You know why? Because if they didn't, they wouldn't be with her. Anything you want, anything worth having is going to require some work out of y'all. It just is. Some work. So again, as I was growing myself and taking massive action, that's how my business grew. That's how my opportunities grew. And as I grow now, I go to conferences and I study courses and I get with business coaches to help me build out a better business with better staff and more ways to provide opportunity for myself and my family so I can be in alignment with what I truly want. And what I truly want this summer is to travel and have staff that functions and do what they need to do while I'm not there. And make sure people have great interactions with my companies and my businesses. And that's my goal. So when you hear me joke and talk about this online stuff ain't real, and yeah, this online stuff pays money. This online money creates a lot of opportunity for people. But best believe if they kick me off of Instagram tomorrow, they kick me off YouTube tomorrow, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to reach in my phone. I'm going to reach out to the 6,000 people who've interacted with me, paid for consults. I'm going to interact with people locally. I'll start a local service business. I'll focus on real estate. I'll get some land out in the middle of nowhere, and I'll build property. There's a million things I can do with my talents that aren't limited to YouTube. And I just want you to understand that once you build one business, you can build other businesses. Not everything's going to be a successful home run hit. That's just is what it is. Not everything's going to be a successful home run hit. And you have to be okay with that. So I hope this was helpful. I hope it wasn't rambling. I hope you guys kind of followed that, the more I improved myself, the more I grew, the more I read, the more I was taking action, the better I got, the better my businesses will get. This weekend, even being at this conference, the better I'll be able to serve customers, serve my staff, serve myself, right? Because it's all about service. And if this shuts all off, if every single one of these things shuts off tomorrow, guess what we'll do? We'll continue to serve other people. We'll continue in different avenues and in different ways to serve other people, right? We let our main flow, our big flow, our YouTube flow into our life and flow us into opportunities and have our Rolodex full of people we can call and ask for questions and help. And we keep it moving. So anyways, you guys, this is your girl Erica Classy Climb blog. I'll definitely give you updates from the rest of this weekend. But I want you to understand, your starting point is not your ending point. Get in alignment. Write down what you want, where you're heading. And you too can, as DJ Money says, have the pom-pom lifestyle. Alright, you guys, this is your girl Erica Classy Climb blog. Later.